Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Nitrostorm here. Welcome back to RevivedWitch. So I'm on my non-free-to-play account, and that's because in my last video I did pull for Shiroi. Unfortunately, I didn't get that lucky, and so it did take me quite a bit of pulls to get. However, because of that, and due to the fact that I do have Goddess Dana on my other account, on this one, I thought it would be a good idea to compare the two like I did previously with the DPS test. Now, this will also be kind of a AI test because if I'm not mistaken, I believe Goddess Dana and Shiroi have a sort of difference in AI, which I'll double check in this video just to ensure that. But as per usual, we're just gonna quickly go over the skills to compare the two because they are both mages of Mercury element. So we'll just quickly go over. So her first skill is 2-cost order skill, single target, 360% total multiplier, and then there's a debuff that goes up to 90% increased enemy damage taken from this skill. The second skill is 4 chaos, so in terms of skill cost is exactly the same as Goddess Dana, and then Shiroi's AoE for the second skill is 900% total multiplier, which also reduces the enemy magic defense by up to 45%, and then the passive is a RNG based thing, which is which lets you have a potential to spam the second skill, but most of her damage is from the first skill. Okay, and then we'll quickly go over Goddess Dana just to show you guys what we're working with. So her second skill, 5 times 8, 400%. So in terms of multiplier, it's higher, but the debuff is different. She decreases magic defense and magic damage dealt, not increased damage taken. So most of her DPS is going to come from the second skill, which is a total multiplier of 800%, which is 100% lower, but this is where most of Goddess Dana's damage will be. And then her passive is based on energy outbreak status, where you have infinite order. Now, in terms of gear, because they are in 2 different accounts, I just want to clarify that the free-to-play account has the higher attack version of the orderly fashion staff. So I had to compensate by giving Goddess Dana around the same attack that she would have if she had the other staff, and that is reversely compensated by the free-to-play account not having any attack boosts but having the exact same crit chance and crit damage boosts. So both accounts will have around the same attack and exactly the same crit chance and crit damage. So essentially this is purely a test in auto AI and skills. In terms of unique equipment, I have leveled both up to level 30. I don't want to go further than that for now, but now that's out of the way, let's take a look at the team that we're going to be using. So we're just going to go with the classic. It might not be the most effective for both teams, like for both mage teams, but we're going to go with it anyway because it'll work out, mainly because it doesn't, like, the stats don't really matter too much. And that team will be Amanami and Dean. So I know Manami's level 100 here. I don't think she's high level on my free-to-play account, but it doesn't really matter because her buffs, well, actually it might matter because of the unique equipment. So I think I'll actually have to remove her for Tonel for this video because that is gonna do a lot of damage. So we're just gonna go with this. The subs don't matter because we don't have an element buff, which I think is for the best. And then I'll record that Edine has 11k attack. Let's lower it just in case my free-to-play account can't do that. Let's go with this one temporarily. Okay, let's do this. 10.7k attack. The unique equipment is the same level on both accounts, so nothing to worry about that. And also 555. Alright. And then for Tonel, just to double check, 9.2k attack on her. 452. Alright. So, we'll just quickly go over the AI before we do the comparison of DPS, just to show you. Just to show you the difference anyway. So in this case, in terms of how the auto works, Edine is prioritized on her first skill, and then Goddess Dana is focused on her second skill, but during the energy outbreak status, she's focused on the Goddess Dana is focused on the first skill, and then only after that disappears. That's when she uses the second skill for the damage. So technically speaking, on full auto mode, Goddess Dana doesn't actually benefit from Goddess Dana doesn't actually benefit from energy outbreak on her second skill because she only uses a first skill. So, you know, this is pretty interesting, right? And then the reason why I mentioned this is because the auto AI for Shiroi is actually different to Goddess Dana, which you'll see soon. So in any case, we're gonna time it now officially to see how fast Goddess Dana clears it. I do have from my previous video results, but the build this time is different, so we'll see if Dana can beat her own record. So in any case, let's go ahead. Alright, DPS on. Alright, so now the timer is going, and all I need to do now is to record the highest recorded DPS. Okay, so it was at 500k, so let's see if we can beat that. 456k. This is the time it takes to defeat the scarecrow. Alright. 495, I saw that. Oh, 503, I think. 557. Okay, 557k. So let me quickly record that. 57k DPS. And then I'll record the time. I'm not going to tell you yet. Obviously, we're going to find out together at the end. Okay, so now that Dana's out of the way, let's move on to Shiroi on my free-to-play account. Alright, so we're back. We're on my free-to-play account now, and I forgot to mention a discrepancy here. Now, there is a chance that Goddess Dana or Shiroi, one of them might get luckier in terms of crits, and so that might affect the result. But, you know, I think it should be fine considering it's the total time it takes to defeat the enemy rather than the amount of damage they can deal in a short amount of time. So hopefully it does even out the odds in terms of how many times they crit. But in any case, I will quickly show you the Shiroi. So as you can see, exactly the same level, exactly the same unique equipment level. She has around 200 less attack, but I think that's because Goddess Dana has higher base attack. But in terms of crit chance and crit damage, it's exactly the same. So, you know, just to keep that in mind, exactly the same stuff. So, you know, nothing to worry there. Again, for skills, all maxed out. Now, we're quickly gonna go over how she performs in terms of the full auto before we do the time, because I'll quickly show it here. So let me first set up the team. We'll use this one because it's pretty much set up, and we'll just put Shiroi there. Let's double check her attack here. Alright, we'll time to lower that. I think this would be enough. Oh, nowhere near enough. We actually have a lot of attack here. So 1 second. Alright, quickly set up. So she has exactly the same attack as before, same unique equipment level, and same 552. And then the Tonel, okay, she does have more attack than 452, so I'll quickly change that. Okay, so Tonel does have slightly less attack, but it should be okay. So we're just gonna quickly go over how Shiroi AI is like, and then we'll compare the damage afterwards. So the one thing that I noticed here is because of Shiroi's first skill being the high damage dealing skill, her priority is actually higher than Edine's in terms of activating skills. So technically speaking, it might not be that good, but Edine does start to activate her skill once Arcana Burst starts. And so... Oh no. So okay, this wasn't timed, but we can already see that there is a high change in DPS. So, okay, I honestly did not expect that. Okay, in any case, as you can see at the start, it might be slower because Edine is unable to activate her first skill for the increased order energy gain, but that does change after energy outbreak status once you get the infinite order skill, and then Edine's able to put her skill in there, which allows for high DPS. So we might have propped the passive skill a lot there because we hit 700k DPS, but we'll see if the same luck is in for the actual damage test, which we will do right now. So this one's going to be timed. So DPS on. So as you can see, again, slow start. Okay, she did activate her passive skill there. So, in terms of energy outbreak status, Shiroi does benefit a lot because her first skill is the highest damage dealing, and that's the one being used during energy outbreak status. So let's see the highest DPS seen here. Okay. I think that was 714k DPS. Oh no. Okay, and then let's do the time. I kind of missed the timing, so I'm gonna have to do minus... Let's do minus half a second for that, because I did miss... I missed the stop button there. Okay. This is gonna be new results. Okay. So we've gotten both down, and in terms of full auto, keep in mind this is full auto. I think in manual play, I don't think you're going to be able to improve Shiroi's DPS much, but I think you'll be able to maybe improve Dana's one a little better, because she never uses her S2, her second skill, during energy outbreak, so Dana doesn't benefit as much as Shiroi does, because Shiroi's first skill is prioritized during the energy outbreak, and that's where her most of her damage is, and so she benefits more from that, ironically, because of Dana's passive. In any case, we're nearing the end of the video, so it's time for me to show you guys the results. So I'll just show it now. Actually, no, I'll say Dana's first. So Goddess Dana, highest recorded DPS during the Scarecrow beatdown. She reached 557k DPS, and the time it took to defeat the Scarecrow is 36.59, which is actually better than her previous record of 41.28, which is pretty nice, which makes sense because I did upgrade the UE since. And now the reveal. What did I get for the new Shiroi? Well, we got bang 714k DPS only right at the end. During the fight, it was more so around 600k, 650, somewhere like that. That kind of DPS around the middle. And she did beat it in around 29 seconds, sub 30 second clear for the Scarecrow, which is very, very nice. So, you know, it does give me a slight inclination to pull for Shiroi on my non-free-to-play account due to this result here, but as you can see, you know, it's not too much of a difference. You know, Shiroi is indeed better, but she is limited, so she is more expensive to obtain, as you would need to spend more souls trying to get 2 copies of the unique equipment to be able to max level it. But if you are stuck, I mean, if you are low on funds and you still wanted to get Shiroi, 1 copy is enough. Just be sure to maybe try and go for the 2nd copy on her rerun. In any case, that is the results. It seems that Shiroi is already better than Dana single target wise on full auto. Let me just clarify this. Note time and DPS based on full auto. Okay, full auto, guys, full auto. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, if you got any more questions in regards to Shiroi and or Goddess Dana, do let me know down in the comments down below. Apologies if this video took quite a while. I wanted to make this as detailed as I can in terms of just comparing these two, so I don't leave anything out, because, you know, auto AI is definitely important, even if on paper one character's kit seems better than the other. So, you know, just keep that in mind. But again, if you got any more questions, as I've said, do let me know down in the comments below. I'll be sure to respond. It's been your boy Nitrostorm. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.